Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. He is the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist.
All the talking has... Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Got him with a left jab. Joe Frazier shocked Muhammad Ali in their first fight, but then, of course, Ali came back and won their second and third fights. Can Frazier equal things up here in this one?
So Ali has proved why he is the man. Ali has proved he's gone in there and beat the man that beat him. Now the two dogs are fighting each other. This is that fight. Ali knows exactly what he's going to do, but he knows it's not a pushover because Joe Frazier has no respect for him whatsoever.
Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Just get your jab basics, just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
It's back on, get focused, get your mind on the job, get back out there and win the round. I need you to switch back on, get focused, get your mind back on the job, get
Can't figure you out. Good work. Those 1-2 straight down the middle.
that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there, let's reset.
Now I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Go out there and win this next round. You've been...
He's gone already. Just make sure.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Good man. You say focus.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut can't get through. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
There's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long loop. Not many fights can do that.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two were made for each other. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. That uppercut doesn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Be smart when you go out there.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe.
Here we go to the 4th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. That counter punch caught him clean. How How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punching. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
There's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that jab. Counter shot. It's bombs away. Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good counter punch. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter shot. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think
Come on.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
they've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny? Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Good defense from Frazier.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nobody home with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And we enter the 8th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Just missed with that hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
And we enter the ninth. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That time counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Through the hook, didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. Counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You can't make very close round with 10 seconds to go. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, what?
And there's the bell to start round 10. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Did you see that? Joe Frazier is in trouble. Down goes Joe Frazier. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the... Let's start 11. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A perfect counter shot. Throwing the hook. Hold that thought! Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this? Down goes Frazier. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Back on the job. Get back out and win the round.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Do you believe this? Misses with the straight left. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.